Good evening to everyone. It is actually, I'm really thinking about that, how glorify the ladies, all the ladies here, especially you know that whenever we tell the ladies about the female. Whenever we tell about the male, we always tell the gentleman. So that is the beauty of every single woman. By nature, they're gentle, polite, and they're actually the creator. And it was actually in 2001 when I was a student of the Masters of Economics. I had an opportunity to just see how the national budget actually has been focusing on the gender focus or gender neutral or gender bias. And that was very interesting works. I had an opportunity to contribute the national level at the first time as a research assistant. So then I have found that even within the Ministry of Women and Children Affairs, they have some gender neutral or some not gender focused budget as well. So the point is that it is always very easy to tag the word gender, but it is always very tough to internalize the gender or the woman's issue with all the spheres of the society, from policy level to the and the ground level, whenever anything is happening in the implementation from the both public, private, or the civil society actions. So my point is that the problem remains within our thoughts. Every human being actually is a captive not by the external world, rather than is captive within his or her thought process. Because if you just live about the gender perspective, everyone is a human being. Whatever we achieve by education, it is a gender neutral. Whenever is a human being is an honest integrity or anything, that intelligence or the contribution to the society, it is not related with the anything gender aspect. Rather than as a human being, as a creature of the nature, what we are actually contributing, that happens to everyone. So it is always problematic as a human being to observe that either the Women's International Day or the Men's International Day, because as a human society, for me it is not graceful, it is rather than disgraceful to observe such a issue. Because as a human being is always to be compassionate to other human being. It's a by nature, by creativity, as a creative of the nature, it is his or her responsibility to respond accordingly. Unfortunately, what we miss actually, every human being has two features together. One is natural instinct, naturally given some structures. There is no choice at all. But as a human being, whenever it comes to the other things like knowledge or education or anything has to be from the society, it has to be learned, it has to be achieved. So there is no shortcut way to earn this, to achieve that as a so-called male or female. So something we have to be very much clear, the distinguish between the naturally given and as well as to earn by as a human being through the process. So that is really important to know. When it comes to the naturally given, woman is always in advance. Because you see, the man actually, or every human being has been created from the very tiny water and drop actually, and it has been born by by the contribution to the women's, and whenever he dies, and usually he or she dies in the lap of the. So from birth to death has been bracketed by the woman, actually. Everyone, every human being. It is already decided. So that's why I'm saying, when it comes to the women's rights, it is always disgraceful. It is not the rights. It is rather, if we are actually contributing to the women's advancement or women's, the career or anything, that is not, we're contributing to the woman rather than contributing to myself or herself, because she is a carrier of the human civilizations. Woman is a carrier of the human civilizations. So whenever it comes to the anything, whenever she is carrying the kids, it is actually, she is carrying the civilization and the next generation for the planets. So it is not our kindness to be compassionate as a pregnant woman by allowing her as a 6 months leave, rather than we are actually protecting ourselves to leave her in the safe work, safe motherhood and something like that. So that's why this understanding or the concept of everyone has to be redo actually. Whenever we're actually favoring any woman, that is actually favoring ourselves, not the woman. Actually, she is actually very kind to just giving the birth for the planet. And whenever it is something environmental damage or anything climate change, that is not actually his or her actually losses. Losses is up to us. In the southern part of the country, in Bangladesh, especially in the coastal sides, several women are losing their uterus due to the saline drinking due to the using the saline water during the menstrual period. So who are the real losers? This woman? No. It is a human being who are the loser, because whenever she has been losing her productivity, I mean, the whole population growth of this coastal side will be stuck. So but unfortunately, the policymaker is missing the major points. They are ignoring to take care of our the birth. The woman and treating herself, treating them with take caring them. This is unfortunately the missing point, is that people, the policymakers, are just considering there as a woman and the deprived or the marginalized woman, but they are actually denying the next generation to come into the world. That is a message. And you are denying them the best care or take care of with their health services or something like that. The same thing in the Chittagong Hill Tract area, where there the miles after miles, the indigenous woman runs to collect or fetch the water from the spring. But whenever it comes to the anything due to the forest degradation, the springs are drying out. That means we're actually just deteriorating the humans' productivity as well as the people's or human beings' productivity. We're destroying in the hilly areas. So that sort of thinking is really important to understand, actually. And that today, what I would like to say, for me, actually, it is, I would love to see there is no day in the coming days. It is all the time we will try best to respect and to just contribute to the women's advancement. Whenever women's in the advance, that means the civilization are advancing. When women is not advancing, civilization is dragging behind their potential. So that's why I'm saying your people. I'm really. I'm saying that I'm truly. I have lots of. Failure to maintain the dignity of the woman at every stage of my life. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that. For me, I am always. It is my failure. Definitely, it is my failure. Lots of areas I couldn't do that. But I believe that whenever we are very close to the natures, we are very close to the humans being, and whenever you are very close to the human being, we are actually very close to the ensuring dignified life of the woman, for the society, for the planet. And there is no choice. I mean, we have to ensure the dignified life of the woman for the existence of the planet. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. I believe you will be the next generation will give the pathway to show the pathway for the others and teach ourselves, teach them, teach us as well. Thank you very much.